Nothing could console her tonight as her mind raced with a million thoughts, all of them darker, while the bright lights of the city flickered, casting an eerie glow on the skyline as Joseline Hernandez paced back and forth in her opulent but empty mansion. The expensive furniture and artwork that adorned the walls of her living room were testaments to her success. Joseline's life had appeared to be going well a few days prior, with a career, a daughter, and a man who had supported her through thick and thin. However, the news she had just received completely upended her world. The producer with whom she had a romantic relationship had been there for her no matter what, helping her with her musical endeavors and even posting brief updates about their personal lives on social media. Despite their love for one another, their relationship was far from ideal. Nothing could have prepared her for the heartbreaking news, despite suspicions and whispers of strain and uncertainty about their relationship. Something had suddenly appeared like a lightning. Late one night, Joseline was doing something she had done countless times before, scrolling through her phone, when a text message unexpectedly appeared. It wasn't from Ballistic, a friend, or even an anonymous source. It was just the heartbreaking truth about Ballistic's pregnant younger girlfriend. No matter how many times she read the words, her hands trembled as though she could somehow will the message to vanish. However, the harsh reality remained the same. Her man had gotten another woman pregnant by someone younger, someone she didn't even know existed. The mere thought of it sent her downward spiral. The idea that he had concealed the falsehoods and secrecy that had developed between them from her was what made the betrayal seem like a kick to the belly. Since Joseline had always valued honesty, loyalty, and respect, this was a transgression of all three. How could he have attacked the man? The night was quiet except for the frantic sound of her own breathing, and she could feel the rage building inside her chest, a fury she hadn't felt in a long time, as her mind raced with images of the man who had promised her everything and have betrayed her in this way. Her anger only grew with every hour, and her social media posts were filled with cryptic messages that practically shouted of the betrayal. She would confront him with words, unleash chaos, and make him pay for it. The betrayal wasn't just about a child. It was about her pride, her trust, and her heart. Storm inside, she was struggling because she could no longer control her emotions because the betrayal had sparked something deep within of her. Primal and raw, she had always been free to express her opinions, but tonight she would be more direct and forceful in her speech. She needed to confront him and get answers, so she sat on her plush toy in the privacy of her house, her hands trembling with emotion as she finally hit send and called him on the other end of the line. Ballistic's voice seemed distant, almost oblivious to the storm brewing on the other side, while she sat on the sofa, staring at the phone in her hand, as though hoping that calling him would somehow clarify things, but nothing would improve it. "How could you do this to me, Ballistic?" She screamed into the phone, her voice shaking with anger and hurt after everything we've been through. "Everything I've done for you, and you've got a whole other girl pregnant." Upon hearing his voice, it felt like a slap to her already broken heart. Considering there was a lengthy silence before he answered, but his words didn't do much to quiet the raging within of her. He attempted to apologize and explain, but Joseline couldn't understand the lies and secrets. Her inability to accept the betrayal was overwhelming. "I should have realized that you were constantly playing games, and now this infant." After the call ended, Joseline sat back with the weight of the world on her shoulders, realizing that there was no going back now that the truth had been revealed. The betrayal wasn't just about a mistake. It was about trust being broken, about the future they had once dreamed of together collapsing before her eyes. There would never be the same thing again. After years of intense love, the woman now had to face the unpleasant reality that their relationship was gone. Yet, the damage would persist.
Daphne's thinks she smells like mop water, and somebody needs to tell her.
Fill us in on the Joseline situation. Okay, so I'm gonna fill you guys in on that, whether they like it or not, because I just think it's necessary. Y'all notice I didn't say too much, because you know when my money be on the line, I know how to hold water. Okay, when my money be on the line, I know that's when I know how to hold water. If you don't want me to tell your business, you need to give me a check and tell me, don't tell my business. Okay, so what had happened was, I hit a soft spot unintentionally. I hit a soft spot because I thought she was adorable, you know, and just a ball of fun at the beginning. I didn't have nothing against her, but if you pay attention, she was throwing like little subliminals. I don't like people to do me too much like that. I don't know how to be quiet and be like, I don't know how to do the fake. What is you talking about? Get to the point. So she didn't like that I hit a soft spot because she said something about the baddies, and they didn't put it in there because I guess that's what she wanted. But if she should have let the whole thing play out, and it made it look like I just came for her, but no, she got mad about the baddies or tried to put them down in some way. And it wasn't in there at all. I had so many people that was on set with me who said, what happened to that part? That's the part that made y'all go left. And so, yeah, she must have said, I see it, take my out. But anyway, that's, what happened when you got, a little bit of stake in the company. That's okay. I respect that. Your underarms stink. I just think your ass stink. And I told her that, but they ain't put that on there either. But that's just what it was. Her, that's her network. I get it. In a couple years after I've been there for a while, maybe we could play the real.
I don't care. White man. But you touch me. Let go.
Stop resisting. Stop kicking.
Stop. Hey, let go.
The drama-filled world of Joseline Hernandez and her fiancé Ballistic Beats is becoming utterly chaotic. Ballistic, also known as Robin and Duma, is rumored to have broken up with Joseline and gone on to someone else. Discuss a storyline twist, but hold on, it gets more juicy. Ballistic isn't hiding his reasons for the split, according to rumors. He called out Joseline for being unclean and, to put it mildly, stinking, but we're not sure whether there are any truth to these claims. But in actuality, Joseline's personal cleanliness has been the subject of attention before. She has previously been the target of several people, including Carissa, who have repeated the same charges against her. Something like that is difficult to accept. The drama is intense, and you can be sure we'll be watching how this story develops.
Stinks. She smells like mop water, and somebody needs to tell her.
Ballistic, a gifted music producer, and Joseline not only collaborated on music, but also became popular reality TV stars when they made their Instagram accounts official in April 2019. It felt like a picture-perfect fairy tale. Like Joseline's Cabaret and Love and hip-hop Miami marriage boot camp, and by September of that year, they were engaged. In a heartfelt birthday post, Joseline gushed that he was the sweetest man and asked him to spend the rest of his natural life with her. The issue has taken a drastic turn for the worst, and now Ballistic is supposedly moving on and blowing around Joseline's dirty laundry. Whether these hygiene charges are true or not, this is literally turning into a full-blown drama. If nothing else, the split has definitely drawn attention, and let's face it, Joseline needs to clean up her act both physically and figuratively. Additionally, if anyone believes they can come for Joseline and get away with it, they must be living. We're talking about the same Joseline who faced off against armed police officers and survived to tell the story. So that's the kind of intensity we're here for. Under a rock, everyone and their mother knows that Joseline doesn't play CIS and is fast to throw hands if you even breathe incorrectly in her direction. Since Carissa isn't the first to spill the tea about Joseline's alleged funk, folks have been chatting about Miss Joseline's fragrance situation for a while. This shows that Carlos truly believed she could drag Joseline's hygiene through the mud and avoid getting caught. The hot minute now, don't misunderstand. Let's face it, everyone can't be talking the same lie anymore. Therefore, this whole stanky saga kicked off. I'm not saying Carissa was right for being messy, but perhaps Joseline can think about some solutions rather than throwing bows every time someone makes a suggestion. You could sense the tension simmering like a pot as soon as Joseline strutted in the air a few days ago when she made a guest appearance on the Anti-podcast, which was hosted by Tokyo Tony Tang. You guessed it, Carissa herself. Joseline was not holding back as she was on the verge of losing it. Sis came in full force, calling Carissa a sour old lady and outright accusing her of jealousy, since in contrast to Carissa's dusty dreams, Joseline is at least 20 years younger and has receipts for days. The true twist came as Joseline continued to boast about how she was making millions of dollars for Zeus Network and making young ladies famous while Carissa's son was sitting up in jail. Joseline called out as she twisted the knife. Baby Joel was acting like it was a family reunion, and Carissa just sat there taking it all on her chin like a pro without flinching or moving. This showdown is just getting started, and I can't stop laughing at her funny breath and her incapacity to dress to save her life. Eager to watch how it plays out.
We too grown for this.
That way. Right. That's why.
Respect people's boundaries and
right. And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
People need to learn how to respect each other. It's okay, y'all, the aunties and the
Because
teens.
you came out here respectable. I was expecting you to come out here like, oh, ready on go.
I brought y'all flowers.
So, yeah,
I brought you a gift, and then you got this crusty old lady sitting up here talking. Hold on, T.
I'ma let
Come
you.
on, Auntie.
Give her go.
Hold on. She's very disrespectful. I came out here with gifts. I haven't even gave y'all the gifts I brought you. I came out here with flowers.
Yes.
I'm congratulating you. Thank you for having me.
And thank you,
you know how much money I made Sue's network? Do you know I was outside of your daughter, I was the only other one.
Outside of me, she didn't do.
Girl.
But go ahead.
And your show,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah.
Like, come on, like she can't talk to me like
And
that.
we respect
and
you,
this is the
Queen, I
thing.
do.
And this is the thing. I've done a lot in the industry. We ain't never heard of her doing nothing. She's sitting up here jealous. She's sitting up here jealous of a younger. I'm 20 years your junior. Relax.
30.
Relax. Why you doing all of that? Sip the tea and keep it cute. Because one thing about me, I'm respectful. I give young ladies opportunities. I didn't have nobody telling me how to do, what to do. I put my ladies to work. They go on a successful tour. My bitches go on a successful tour every season after we film.
Because this is
Every successful. We got packed shows. They're sitting up here talking to a queen. You is a peasant to me. Why you like a speck in the air to me?
Right.
Why the you in my face, talking in my face with your stanky breath? Your breath smell like dookie. Go brush your teeth and your tongue.
damn.
And you sitting up here looking raggedy. Why y'all let this nasty sit up here with the outfit on? Y'all look good. Y'all got stylists, and y'all let y'all friends sit up here looking
I
like
don't have stylist. I
And
style
I don't
myself.
have that as a friend.
well,
I
I
don't
tell
need
you
a
what.
stylist.
If you are going to,
But I
have
did
a-
give her an outfit before.
Well, if you do want people to come here and have a good
Messy.
time, she needs to understand that it's boundaries to be set.
Carissa was undoubtedly embarrassed by the situation, but she wasn't going to let it get to her. Joseline has the last say. Carlosa went live a few days after that dubious interview went viral, and wow, she had it, as she didn't have the guts to check Joseline in person during the interview because she had a lot to say, but behind. Joseline was accused of having a funky coupe by Carlosa, let it all hang out, and she discovered her voice on that screen. Revealing that Joseline reportedly forced the producers to snip portions of the interview so that it appeared as though, unexpectedly, Carissa was pursuing her. And now she has this according to Carissa. When Joseline first walked into that, a wacky room, everyone initially assumed it was one of the cameramen who simply didn't know what soap was in the air because of the scent. But it was evident a minute later that the smell was still wafting directly from Joseline's intimate space. You are aware that the shade was genuine. Sava is not yet finished, so grab some popcorn. Because the drama is intensifying.
Let's in on the Joseline situation. Okay, so I'm gonna fill you guys in on that, whether they like it or not, because I just think it's necessary. Y'all notice I didn't say too much, because you know when my money be on the line, I know how to hold water. Okay, when my money be on the line, I know that's when I know how to hold water. If you don't want me to tell your business, you need to give me a check and tell me don't tell my business. Okay, so what had happened was I hit a soft spot unintentionally. I hit a soft spot because I thought she was adorable, you know, and just a ball of fun at the beginning. I didn't have nothing against her, but if you pay attention, she was throwing like little subliminals. I don't like people to do me too much like that. I don't know how to be quiet and be like, I don't know how to do the fake. What is you talking about? Get to the point. So she didn't like that I hit a soft spot because she said something about the baddies, and they didn't put it in there because I guess that's what she wanted. But if she should have let the whole thing play out, and it made it look like I just came for her, but no, she got mad about the baddies or tried to put them down in some way. And it wasn't in there at all. I had so many people that was on set with me who said, what happened to that part? That's the part that made y'all go left. And so, yeah, she must have said, I said, take my out. But anyway, that's, you know, what happened when you got, you know, a little bit of stake in the company. That's okay. I respect that. Your underarms stink. I just think your ass stink. And I told her that, but they ain't put that on there either. But that's just what it was. Her, you know, that's her network. I get it. In a couple years after I've been there for a while, maybe we could play the real shit. I said, my Lord, ain't nobody this damn fine smell this funky. I had to myself like, oh, come on, baby. It's a whole lot of mans in here. Everybody think it's looking at each other. It's her ass. Tia, no, Tia smelled. We all smelled her. We thought it was Tokyo, but it was Tia. Cause Tokyo don't look like she go to the dentist. Not never ever. Okay, I don't give a nobody said that mother ain't never been to the dentist. I bet you if we ask her dentist, she gonna tell you right now, Allah, it ain't no dentist available. Girl, yeah, Joseline gonna try to say my breath stink, knowing that was her mother underarms. And if your underarms stink, what's the rule? Your ass stink.
Naturally, this ignited the streets, as some said that Carissa ought to have maintained the same vigor when seated across from Joseline rather than awaiting an online debut. If you have ever been around Joseline, you are aware of this, but it's not tea since Joseline will tell you she does not use deodorant for environmental concerns. Thus, I'm thinking that you embarrassed her because she already knows what someone else said. Alongside Carissa, I watched the show's replay. Oh, but stop the drama. Carissa was blanking and looking like something odd. People quickly reminded everyone that this wasn't Jolene's first time being accused of having a somewhat strange scent, and they said that the train wouldn't be stopping anytime soon. Began pulling her around once more. Others suggested that instead of swinging on, Joseline might seek to research some personal care advice. Carlos couldn't leave her little funk issue alone, so she was feeling particularly brave and slid into the comments, flinging. Carlosa was really stepping up the drama by accusing Joseline of having a BBL on top of everything else. Don't you have enough, girl? They are getting these balls and forgetting they hold fun the first time, she continued, trying to wring as much muck as possible out of the entire situation. Alleged hygienic problems with Joseline hit the streets back in 2017 when she and Kay were at odds. Michelle Joseline chose to get low by using her petty bag, bringing up the awkward incident where Kay Michelle was accused of having a stank problem by rapper Uncle Murda. Joseline even went so far as to recommend some Durags and natural solutions Kay Michelle could employ to deal with that mood.
Dinero, 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 dinero. Dinero, 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 dinero. When that potato pumpkin monkey. You ever heard of that? You ever heard of this right here? Right here? That's what you did right there. Just that. And we restore in 28 days. You can get that. I'm about to do it right now.